He's landing almost every shot. I didn't see very many missed units there. And now we're going on to the grave. And this is, I know, a map that Proper has down very well.
Oh, yeah. We've seen him play this one repeatedly. We've seen content come in for Proper D. So this is just a visit to what he was doing on launch day or even previous leading into launch day. Proper D's not going to mess around on this map. To see Proper D fail on this map, though, would just be a treat. He'd be like, what happened?
It would put the tournament into turmoil for sure, and it is a map that
He'd
has
have
a lot
to
of fail
fail
points. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think he's got it in the bag. Maybe we'll have to see if Krios is able to pull out some secrets that we don't know about, like playing offline, so he's not posting high scores. He's like, actually, I've been better than Proper D this whole time.
Oh, we see some missed shots there, and there, like I said, there's going to be some sequences here where it's going to get real hairy unless Proper hits all his shots. He's been hitting them consistently here. He's probably got a nice dose of coffee in his system by now. He's had time to charge up.
It's almost 10 till 7 for him.
He's locked in now. He's a threat you got to be concerned about if you're going up against him. And oh, that's an interesting little miss there. He's usually go for the melee, but he went for a quad shot. Here's the church entrance, one of the hardest parts in this map.
Yes, he's going to sit there and work it up, and I think he's going to get it, man. It's Proper D classic. He's ready for his dance break. Surprised we didn't see Proper D dance into it, but he definitely is moving around. He's working his leg day, as you said. This is definitely not a game that you can do with weak legs.
No, it's not. You need to have calves of steel and thighs that can handle an elephant to get through.
Thighs like what, indeed? Well, if there's anything I can say about Proper D, he's a man whose hips don't lie, and they get him the wins when he needs them. Yeah, that's right. I said it. At me. I won't even say don't at me. At me.
Another tough sequence. If you get caught out and you miss a couple of shots here, things get bad, but Proper ain't missing any of these shots. Finds every single unit through that church exit. Really nicely done. And now we're getting into the end of the song. The tail end of this song, certainly one of the more challenging sequences in Pistol Whip. He gets a bit of a breather through here, though.
Oh, yeah, man. He is really kicking it up. He's got no problem. You can see he's very relaxed as he was in the previous track. You don't seem to see Proper D get frazzled or get too excited or too freaked out. This is a calm, cool as a cucumber guy. Maybe there's an advantage to starting your playing at 5 in the morning. You don't have time to be excited. You just wake up. You're like, oh, I'm still waking up. Haven't had too much caffeine, so I can actually play calmly.
Well, he's practiced enough, too, where muscle memory might just be kicking in right now.
What if he's playing all these games asleep, and that's why tiredness isn't catching him? That'd be funny. He messages like 4 or 5 hours later, and he's like, hey, how did I do? I had a dream I won. That would be classic Proper D as well.
Yeah, he doesn't need a dream state to perform like he's performing right now, though. He is doing real well through this through the grave. Again, the challenging, most tough sequence coming up here, where you get a ton of units pumped out at you. You start missing shots, things can spiral out of control very quickly. Yeah,
the chat is noticing is a smooth circular motion. We were talking about this in the beginning, about how a lot of us, when we first started out this game, had realized that if you keep moving in either a circle or a figure 8, you could dodge the bullets without even having to see where they are, because they lock onto where you were. You just have, once you figure out the tempo of the game and how they're firing, then you know how you have to move so you're not crossing through where you were before in order to post up your best score and not get hit.
Yeah, Proper had some very scary points there.
Another S+, though.
That. You could see at the end of the song, he almost let out like a sigh of relief, like, oh my God. Like, he almost failed at the end of that song, and that would have been a 0.
that would have been a disaster, get that far. And he just let out a whew, and he posts up a total of over 1 million points. So that is what Krios has to go up against.